Tisha B'Av's going to give me Chizuk for the whole year? Get out of here. How could that possibly be? I gotta hear this. There's nothing the Torah requires us to do that's useless. If the Torah tells us to do it, then we're doing it for some reason. It's going to be something positive. We know that's a guarantee. We do nothing for nothing. It's actually usher to make an Eved do something for nothing. Everything that we do, we're Hashem's Avadim, we're Hashem's children. If Hashem tells us to do it, it must be for a purpose. We've been having Tisha B'Av for more than 1,900 years. We're sitting on the ground. We don't eat. We don't drink, etc. And all of that is for 1,900 years. It seems like, it's not really working. It's a mistake. You should know something. In the end, it's definitely going to work. Is there going to be a Beis HaMikdash? There is definitely going to be a Beis HaMikdash. Otherwise, we wouldn't have a Tisha B'Av. That means a tremendous form of encouragement for all the things that we're doing. Sometimes you start a project, you're into it, you're inspired. Wow, this year I'm going to be at Tzaddik. Next year on Yom Kippur, I'm not going to have to bang on my chest. I won't have to do tshuva for Lashon Hara. I'm not going to speak any Lashon Hara anymore. Or I'm going to learn Shtark. I'm going to be kind. I'm going to be nice to my parents. I'm going to be a great friend. I'm going to daven with Kavana. Then Yom Kippur comes, and lo and behold, oh, I'm so disappointed. I can't believe it. I spoke Lashon Hara. I was tough to my parents. I wasn't nice to my friends. I didn't learn as well as I wanted to. I didn't daven as well as I wanted to. So I'm disappointed. But if we wake up in the morning and say Moda'ani, that means the Kodesh Baruch Hu was telling us, you can do it. Yankala, Rachala, you can do it. I'm giving you another day because I know you can do it. I gave you another Tisha B'Av because I know you're moving closer to the Beis HaMikdash. That means the same thing with everything that we do. Hashem gives us another day. That means Hashem's like, you can do it. Ready, fire, aim. What? You got it backwards. It's supposed to be ready, aim, fire. No. Ready, fire, aim means get ready, shoot, go, start, do it, move. Don't be discouraged. Just practice. And then afterwards you'll aim. After you shoot and you shoot and shoot, you get better. I want to tell you a great story. This is a real story. There was once a college professor that was teaching pottery. And the final exam was, he split the class into two halves. This side, he said, all you have to do is make the best piece of pottery you can make. The better piece of pottery, the better the grade. And this group, he said totally differently. He said, this group, I don't care how poor the pottery is, the more pots that you make, the higher your grade. So of course, who made the better pots? Not the ones that made only one pot, the ones that made many, many pots. They made so many pots, they didn't care about making a mistake. They just kept going and going and going. And eventually what happened was, the last couple of pots they made were beautiful. They were much better than the ones that these guys made. So that's the same thing with Tisha B'Av. Kodesh Baruch Hu was telling us, you tried for 1,940 years. Another day, another Tisha B'Av is coming. How can it be? Hashem saying, if I'm giving you another Tisha B'Av, it means you can do it. We can build the Beis HaMikdash, and just like we can build the Beis HaMikdash, we can also, in our own personal lives, we can become better daveners, we can become better spouses, we can become better chavrusas, we can become better ovdei Hashem, we can daven better, we can fix our midos, we can do all those things. Then that voice comes into your head. What? Who am I kidding? I'm going to be a tzaddik, I'm going to daven well, I'm going to get along well with my wife, I'm going to get along well with my husband, I'm going to be a serious person in chesed. I can't do that. Forget it. I can't do it. So then you have to ask yourself, who should you believe better? That voice in your head that says you can't do it, or Hashem? Hashem gave you another day of life. Hashem's giving us another Tisha B'Av. That means Hashem's telling us we can do it. That means Hashem's telling us you can do it. So you should believe Hashem and tell that voice, shh, I'm not listening to you. I'm going weiter. I'm going to become great, even if you tell me otherwise. And that's the way to succeed. Every time that thought comes into your head, say, thanks for sharing, cancel, bye-bye. Say, okay, I heard the thought. Now let's go on to the next thing. And you can ignore it. You can choose to ignore your thoughts and choose the positive. Put the positive thought instead. Say, Kodesh Baruch Hu votes for me, and I listen to him instead of listening to those thoughts. Hashem said I could do it. And if Hashem said I can do it, I know for sure I'm going to get it. And every time you say Moda'ani, you can think about that. And every time there's a Tisha B'Av, and the 3 weeks, and the 9 days, you should know that Kodesh Baruch Hu is giving us that vote of confidence. We can do it. The Ezras Hashem.